Whovians, hello. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good start to the week. We have a Who Universe reaction video, and it actually comes at very good time because for the last, as I mentioned in the last couple of weeks, we did have that surprise, I guess you could say accidental leak that came out talking about Doctor Who returning on Saturday the 12th that just so happened to be true, considering the BBC just a few days later would officially announce that yes, Doctor Who is coming back Saturday the 12th, so it turns out that leak was real. And this week, so yeah, last week they finally confirmed the air date. This past weekend, they actually went out of their way, surprisingly on the Sunday, which I'm actually surprised they did this on the Sunday, because you would think they would have done this on the Saturday, considering it's a Saturday night show, but for some reason they did this randomly on a Sunday night. Don't know why they did it, but they just said, you know what, we're just going to release the trailer Sunday night and surprise everybody. So yeah, they shocked us all with a new trailer out of nowhere on Sunday. None of us saw it coming, and wow, honestly, you know. So I thought we might as well do a reaction to this because, man, the hype is about to get real for this new series of Doctor Who. I mean, come on, let's be fair. We've all missed Doctor Who since Christmas, right? So and this is a video also for anybody who is thinking about wanting to get into Doctor Who for this, but obviously starting with this season. This sounds like a good time to, maybe it is a good time to jump in. Who knows? And in fact, if you are wanting to get into the grips of Doctor Who, there will be links to the Whoniverse on BBC iPlayer, where you'll find lots of classic Doctor Who, previous modern Who episodes, Christmas specials, all sorts of Doctor Who content is on iPlayer. Definitely go and check that out. And I will be doing more reviews of some other Doctor Who stuff from iPlayer that we will probably do reviews of, obviously, in the coming months. Even after the series has happened, we're going to obviously have opportunities to review that stuff during the year leading up to, hopefully, a Christmas special at the end of the year. I got my fingers crossed that there's still time for a Christmas special to drop in December. Hopefully something will happen there, even though nothing's been made official yet. I mean, the image, that image right there speaks itself, doesn't it? So here we go.
There are forces beyond this universe.
Wow.
We think we are so clever. But we're like children.
What the heck?
These vast creatures look down on us.
Skeleton
Our entire reality is in danger.
Oh, Bell.
So what's your name?
Just the doctor.
All right, then. I'm called the nurse.
Sarcastic.
There is something already connecting us.
I'm an ordained Anglican Marine.
This is a time machine.
Boom.
I am not one of your adventures.
You need to get me home.
This might be the wrong way round.
You're Scooby-Doo.
Honey, I'm Velma. You're meant to voyage out there and
look how
own it.
cool
We're just
this
popping in.
looks.
Girl, you are beginning to enjoy this.
Welcome to the Interstellar Song Contest!
How cool is that?
Oh,
gonna
we're
have
so
our
staying.
We're staying.
I love a good show.
Sold the game to them.
I'm beaming at ya.
But the games are deadly. Tell a story.
What the hell?
Aren't you scared? Why? Because it likes the taste.
I promised that I would keep you safe.
You can't.
I can. I will. I do. I will take you home. That is a promise.
That is insane. That is insane. Like, honestly, yeah, we need to rerun that for a second, because I think there's a couple of things we've got to point out here. Oh, there we go. All right, so yes. So we start things off, what could be our home, or at least the new companion's home. Apparently, the new companion's name is called Bellamy. So this is probably her home, witnessing what appears, or probably from the first episode, witnessing something. And then we've got this spaceship. Don't even know who that belongs to. I'm sure we'll find that out at some point. And then we've got these metal robots we saw in last trailer, but now they've got this weird device next to humans. And then you've got these people with space helmets. Kind of feels like this is going to be set on like another planet, or possibly. And then you've got this, what appears to be like an Egyptian spider, or at least that's what I'm thinking it is, considering the latest scene kind of looks like it's got an Egyptian pattern on the head. And then you've got what appears to be Kate Bush in what appears to be like a Torchwood base. And then we've got the Doctor in a suit almost identical to stuff in old-time New York, a skeleton dinosaur coming to life. And then you've got this weird time shift, which time glitch, whatever that is, going on. We saw in the last trailer. And then we've got Mel seeing houses falling down. I'm thinking that's related to the finale, right? Because it just seems like a cliffhanger moment. And then we have like Beverly with the Doctor inside inside the spaceship trying to do some like medical stuff with medicals with like different stuff. And then obviously we got this scene right here, which pretty much to me looks like Beverly's first time in the TARDIS. Definitely looks like that, considering the look of her face when she sees an image of what appears to be someone who looks like her, obviously referring to her previous character from last year. So maybe they're connected. We don't know. Maybe this is a hint. We'll see. So maybe there's a connection there. I'll be very interested if there is. And then yeah, you got the spaceship. The Doctor's following that spaceship. So it has to be someone the Doctor knows who's riding it. And then Beverly confronts whoever's in charge of these robots, or at least is about to be confronted by it. And then we have the Doctor looking worried about something in space, which makes me think something bad's about to happen, or something like dramatic is about to come out. Man, but then what gets very interesting here is that obviously we have that whole old style episode that we saw them film, they were seen filming last year. And then we have this, what appears to be futuristic space, or what, I don't even know what that scene's supposed to be. But yeah, there's a lot of craziness going on, isn't there? A lot of crazy stuff happening. And then it gets even more interesting because we have obviously a spin-off to what appears to be the Eurovision Song Contest, but in space. And also, who is this cat person next to Riley? Like, who is that person? And then also, here's something that was really interesting. We see Mrs. Flood in the audience, and yet she's not got a cat thing in her face. I swear there's something going on with her. The fact that she's in there tells me there's something big about to happen in that episode, now that you've got Mrs. Flood randomly, or some just so coincidentally, happens to be in the same location as the Doc Beverly. So to me, that kind of sounds to me like something big's happening. And then obviously that cartoon character coming to life, we know is played by Alan Kubik, who's going to be playing that character. So I'll be very intrigued to see whether that character is going to have any importance to Mrs. Flood potentially, but you never know. And then I think this is going to be a historical episode. The fact that you've got this Black Revolution thing going on again. So maybe it's a historical 70s related episode, or at least that's what I'm thinking, considering you've got the 15th Doctor, talking to those type of people. It has to be related to the Black History Month, that episode, surely. But then you've got what appears to be Dalek City, or at least it looks like it's taking place in the Dalek City. So maybe the Daleks are back. Maybe it's a hint. I mean, they don't give it away, so I'm starting to think, yeah, maybe the Daleks are coming back. They're just keeping it very, very quiet about it. I wouldn't be surprised if that is a hint of the Daleks' return this year, because it's just that city reminds me of Skaro when I look at it, man. This trailer is just non-stop craziness. Yeah, see what I mean with the Egyptian spider thing, with the Egyptian logos and stuff on its face? Man, it just looks insane. And then you've got like Beverly looking at the door, like almost teasing are they going to kill her off? No, surely they're not going to kill her off, surely that wouldn't make sense, would it? I mean, does it make sense to get rid of her? Like, I mean, does she even have a reason to be? I mean, what does let me know, Whovians, in the comment section below, whether you think they could potentially kill off the new companion, considering that final shot of the trailer does seem to look like possibly they might be thinking about killing off the character towards the end of the series, and if they are, then how does that that play in? Does that add more value to the conversation of Shooty possibly leaving this year? I mean, it's just really funny how they ended with that shot, but yet we don't see the Doctor in the background of it. So it makes me think: is Shooty leaving, or are those rumors not true? I mean, surely we're going to have another trailer at some point that's going to. I think it's going to make a lot more sense when we see more trailers about the. I think it's going to. Yeah, like I said, I feel like it's going to make more sense when we see live footage from the series, what's actually happening there. But it's just, man, the craziness of this series is going to be non-stop. Honestly, I honestly don't know. Like, this series is going to be like I think a lot of people have said it in the comments of the videos that it's going to be a banger. I think it's going to be. It's probably going to top series. Last year's series. I mean, last year's series got really. I think I can see why not many people really were fond by the last series, because I think they were expecting it to be massive, but because last year's series was a bit chilled out on being less risky. But I think this year they thought, okay, we need to step it up a notch, knowing that not everyone's really liking what they saw in some of the episodes last year, and it was very there wasn't really that much to feed on last year, because I mean, I think it's because we missed the Daleks. And also at the same time, you got to respect we've got to not overuse the Daleks, but at the same time, I think people wanted the Daleks because it's what makes the show. That's why they're saying, like, why did you remove Daleks? Because it makes the show. Daleks, there's no Doctor Who. It's kind of what goes through people's minds, and maybe that's why people didn't like last year, because he had no Daleks, they were worried Doctor Who was dying. Maybe this year they may be clapping back, and I think they are going to clap back. I have a good feeling about this series. I think this series is blow it out of the water, out of what if you thought last year was crazy, wait till this year's comes around. Oh man, but yeah, the 12th of April can't come soon enough. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, I know it's a few more weeks to wait, but I cannot wait for this series. And also the crazy part is we can watch this, each episode 6 a.m. in the morning each week. Like, just think about that for a minute. The fact that we can see each episode at 6 a.m. on the day of its broadcast. That is nuts to me. That is nuts. We're going to be able to do that. That is so cool. Even though at the same time, got to also make sure that people are watching the traditional telly version of the broadcast. I understand that. So hopefully, at least try to do both. That would be great. Yeah, let me know what you think of the series 2 trailer in the comment section below. I'd like to hope there's going to be more, maybe another trailer to come before the new series. I hope they throw out another trailer, because I think it'll be really cool if they surprise us with a trailer for the first episode. I think that would be really to get a trailer specifically for the first episode, maybe just days before the broadcast. I wouldn't mind them showing that. And then obviously after the first episode, they show the trailer for episode 2, absolutely, because I mean, episode 2 we already know is guaranteed to be shown Easter weekend, so that's going to be something to look forward to. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.